Hello, everyone, and welcome to Estella's Intuitive Chamber. Thank you for watching this. I feel very inspired, actually. I had extremely vivid dreams last night, and I have my nice mystical setup. I'm quite happy with it. Finding these candles lying around everywhere definitely kind of adds up to the vibe of this upcoming full moon. I was so excited doing this video. I've been thinking about it all day. So the 15th of November, we have a full moon in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign. What's interesting about this full moon is not the typical full moon. It is going to be extremely dramatic because it's going to conjoin the planet of unexpected things, Uranus in Taurus. I also don't really like the fact that it's conjoined the head of Medusa. The Greek myth of Medusa, she was actually an oracle goddess that, due to jealousy, was turned into a gorgon. Snakes would protrude out of her head, and she had such immense power. But what's interesting about Medusa is once her head was cut off, she actually became more powerful after her death. She was able to turn people into stone. They were able to use her as well after her death. According to the myth, Medusa becomes more powerful after her death. So what I'm trying to say here, we have a full moon, we have Uranus, and we have head of Medusa. The head of Medusa, they also call it the third eye. It can be the demon star. So there's lots of, but the connotation to this star is not positive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, it's all kind of flowers and rainbows. No, not with the head of Medusa. Follow the myths. There's myths in our history that tells us a lot about the energy, If we're actually seeing an event, there's a major catastrophe or there's a major, let's say, a loss of fortune, because Taurus is connected to Venus, the material possessions, comfort zone. To say that this upcoming full moon is going to be rainbows and flower, it's not. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It could definitely mean transformation, but through first losing something. The moon is connected to our mothers. The moon is connected to our emotions, our emotional state. So by losing something, we're getting something. Or by losing a battle, we're actually gaining a battle. By losing this person, we're actually benefiting from losing this person. This fixed star algo that sits on the 26th degree of Taurus or the 25th. Main thing to look for, look where you have Taurus in your chart. Prominent people that had the head of Medusa conjoin any significant angle in their chart, or especially the 8th house, the house of death, it would signify literally decapitation, because as you know, Medusa, she was decapitated. So it can unfortunately bear any injuries to the head, to the neck and throat. Once again, to say it's rainbows and flowers, I don't agree with it. I think it's going to be a very dramatic event. I think because the sign of Taurus is connected to, I see it to the earth, to the movement of the earth, to nature. Could as well be that it kind of leads to a earthly catastrophe, or it shakes up things. There's a major event that either leads to great loss of human life, or it leads to major earthquake. It shakes up everything. And why I have this particular feeling is that I don't want to sit here and scare anyone, but at the same time, I do want you to acknowledge the importance of the aspect. It's not something to mess with. And unfortunately, at the same time, we have Mars opposition Pluto. Every single time I've seen this aspect, it wasn't rainbows and flowers again. It was very violent, and it kind of bears a very masculine type of power. And when I mention this masculine type of power, it's a very violent type of masculine power. It's an exercise of masculine power that will literally go out there and kill you. Will literally go out there and commit a crime. The full moon tends to mess with people's minds. It can enhance intuitions. Please pay attention to the dream that you have on the night of the 14th or on the night of the 15th. I also mentioned in the story on my Instagram that I really want people to be careful and to be mindful of the environment they're in. You know, obviously you cannot predict bad things when they happen. You're merely unprepared when they happen. But it's very good to be vigilant. I'm getting the word to be vigilant. Have your ears and your eyes open around. Just look around. Just see if there's potential dangers. There's something that you have to be careful of. If you see someone following you, especially on the 15th of November, after Medusa's death, she actually became psychically more powerful. So it really enhances magic.